Today we're going to make a quick bread. We're going to make a praline apple quick bread. We're going to start off by taking half a cup of pecans, stick them on a sheet tray, and we're going to stick them in the oven at 350 degrees to toast. We're going to roast them for approximately 8 minutes, and we're going to stir after 4. While our nuts are toasting, we're going to go ahead and get our dry ingredients together. In this bowl, we're going to add 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. This way we're all prepared when it's time. Take our whisk. We want this evenly distributed. We'll definitely be able to tell it is by the fact that our cinnamon is evenly spread out to a nice color. It's been 8 minutes. We're going to take our toasted almonds and stick them in our chopper here. And basically what we're going to do is give them one big pulse to make sure we get that nice and chopped. Just goes and we're done. Alright, we're going to go ahead and set this off to the side here, and we're going to start with getting our wet ingredients together. Alright, now we're going to start adding our wet ingredients. We're going to do 8 ounces of sour cream. Add that to our bowl. 1 cup of sugar. 2 large eggs. 1 tablespoon of vanilla. I'm gonna get that off our spoon there. And we're gonna mix this on low until it's smooth for roughly 2 minutes. All right, that's been blended. We're now gonna slowly add in our dry ingredients. We wanna blend this until it's just mixing together. Doing it a tablespoon at a time so we don't make a mess. As you know in our other videos, I like to make messes. Look how nicely that's coming together. Alright. Got all that flour mixture in there. Looks like it's mixing well. We're going to stop our mixer. We're going to go ahead and lift this up. Look at that, looks really nice. Alright, we're going to go ahead and take this off. Alright, we're going to add 1.5 cups of finely diced apples. We're also going to add the toasted pecans. Alright, we're just going to give that all a really good mix. You have lots of apples, lots of pecans throughout the entire mixture. We've preheated our oven to 350 degrees. Now we're going to go ahead and stick it in our bread pan. We want to go ahead and spray our bread pan with non-stick cooking spray. Take our filling, look at that. It smells really good even before it's baked. Now we're going to bake this for 1 hour to 1 hour and 5 minutes. But what we're going to do is we're going to take it out of the oven at 50 minutes and put aluminum foil on top to make sure that the top doesn't brown too much. Alright, looks like we got all that in there. Alright, now that we've got that on there, we're going to go ahead and put 1 more cup of chopped pecans across the top. And we're going to lightly press that in. Alright, we're going to go ahead and get this in our oven, and we're going to start off with the first 50 minutes of baking. It's been 50 minutes. The house smells amazing. We're going to take this off. We don't want it to brown any further, so we're going to go ahead and put some aluminum foil on top. Look at that, doesn't that look good with all those nuts? Loosely put our aluminum foil on top. Gonna grab our towel there, and we're gonna stick this back in the oven for 10 minutes. That way, when we insert our toothpick, it will come out clean. All right, it's been 10 more minutes. We're gonna take our bread out. Sit it there. Looks great. We're gonna take our toothpick, insert it in the center there, and pull it out. And it looks like it's gonna need just a few more minutes. So we're gonna go ahead and stick that in for another 5 minutes. Your cooking time will vary depending on your oven. All right, it's been another 5 minutes. We're gonna pull this out, and it has finished bacon. We're now gonna let that set there for another 10 minutes. All right, our bread has cooled for 10 minutes. We've ran our knife around the edges of it to loosen it up just a little bit. We're gonna take it off, and we're gonna stick it over here on this pan with a wire rack. We put a wax paper beneath it because now we're gonna make a glaze that goes on top. Let's get that glaze started. We've got our pan on our stove at medium heat. We're gonna take half a cup of butter, or 1 stick of butter, and then we're gonna take half a cup of firmly packed brown sugar, and we're gonna stir this and bring this to a very light boil. All right, this has come to a light boil. We're gonna put 2 tablespoons of heavy whipping cream. We're gonna mix that in. It's almost like a caramel, and we're not gonna quite cook it that long. We've got it stirred here. Now we're gonna go ahead and stick it on top of our bread loaf. All right, we're gonna pour our caramel mixture on top of our bread. We're gonna do this really slow. If you enjoy recipes like this, please take a moment to like and subscribe. And we hope you enjoy this recipe. Go ahead and stick this on top. And once this is finished, we get all this on here, we're gonna let this set for about an hour to cool before we cut the loaf.